Hi everyone, and welcome back to Roof-a-Ruffsleeper, where we open conversations about rough sleeping, hope, and humanity. Today, I, today I want to ask you a simple but powerful question. Do you know why that man on the corner of the lady under your local train bridge is sleeping rough? If you think it's because they are lazy, dangerous, or thieves, I want to challenge that idea today. There are many paths into rough sleeping, and most of them are not what you think. Before I dive into the 29 different reasons, I want to say something very important, something that might even make you a little bit uncomfortable. Yes, choice is a part of it. Choice is a part of rough sleeping, but not the way you think or might expect. Some people might think losing a job doesn't force you to sleep on the street. Having mental health problems doesn't force you to refuse help. Losing a loved one doesn't force you to live under the bridge. And honestly, you are right. In many situations, even after hardship, people still have choices. You could m- move into with a family, or they can take a lower paying job, or they could just ask for help, or they can accept treatment. The choice is there. But, and this is a big but, not everyone has the same choices available. Some people don't have family they can run to. Some are too deeply wounded by trauma or mental illness to make clear decisions. Some are trapped by pride, shame, fear, or a lifetime of being hurt by the very systems meant to help them. Some people are simply overwhelmed so badly that survival choice take over. So, is there a choice? Yes. But is it always free, clear, and an empowered choice? No. Many rough sleepers don't choose homelessness the way you choose a new pair of shoes. They stumbled into it, step by painful step, through grief, bad luck, closed doors, and survival decisions. So today, when I shared the 29 reasons, and there can be a host more, but I'm thinking of 29 why we found rough sleeping communities, I invite you to listen with both your head and your heart. And your heart means your thinking. You need to think about it. Every rough sleeper you see has a story. And understanding their story might just change the way you see the world, or at least their world. So let's start. The first reason, and I'm going to go a little bit quicker now through the first reason, is a family breakdown, arguments, divorce, domestic violence. When some homes become unsafe, the streets sometimes seem safer. That was definitely my first encounter with Brian, was sleeping under the bridge because it was safer than in his house. Poverty, simply not earning enough to survive anymore. Number three, job loss. When the paycheck stops, the rent follows, and sometimes there's no one to catch you. Number four, mental health struggles. I think this is a big thing that we don't really understand, and um, we need to take care of this or understand this. Without medication, support, or understanding, the world becomes too overwhelming. So, mental health, a lot of the people on the street are mental problems, but I know uh, uh, they either cannot take it, they don't want to take it, or they cannot afford it, or they stop using it. Yeah. Number five is an addiction. So there's two ways. It's either uh, addiction is not a cause, but coping. It's sometimes a coping mechanism. But now I understand also a lot of people um, is addicted first, and then by rejection, and people cannot sit up and understand and cope with them anymore. The streets is later on the best opportunity for them. So it can be both addiction first and ending up on the street, or while on the street, self medicate with getting addicted to alcohol or some kind of drug. Number six, lack of affordable housing. There just aren't enough low cost places to live, especially in cities. Then eviction. Number seven, missing one rent payment can start a spiral that's hard to stop. Reason eight, serious health issues with hospital bills, disabilities. Just today, I saw a guy, my granddaughter saw him as well, and with his crutches with one leg. So, yeah, disabilities, debilitating illnesses, and suddenly you are on the outside. Number nine, being released from a prison, from the hospital, from foster care, no one to turn to, no fresh start, there's no opportunities. Number 10 is natural disasters, fires, floods, and droughts can take homes in a heartbeat. Number 11, migration, chasing dreams across borders, but arriving with no safety net. I saw a lot of them in Randburg. Discrimination when race and gender, disability, or age closes doors before you even knock. 13, aging out of foster care, turning 18 and losing the only system that really cared for you. Number 14 is debt, especially in countries where one unpaid loan can cost you everything. Number 15, war and political instability. Refugees aren't just people from far off places, they might be sleeping under your bridge. And so we are actually more or less halfway. So just hold on, we are on our way. Number 16 is trauma and grief. Losing a spouse, a parent, a child. Some grief crushes people beyond words. Number 17, escape from abuse. Many choose the street over continued violence at home. Number 18, a criminal record after jail. Doors can easily just being shut and never to be reopened again. Number 19, mental disability without a guardianship. When takers die or can't help anymore, vulnerable people are left alone. Number 20 is lack of social networks. No friends, no family, no one to call when things fall apart. Uh, Gentrification, when neighborhood upgrade and the rent skyrocket, and the poor are just pushed out. Number 22, cost of living increase, food, transport, healthcare costs rise, and wages don't. 23, bureaucratic barriers. Losing your ID card can mean losing your access to everything. Number 24, post-military service. Many veterans fight new wars inside them long after the battles end. Yes, I counseled one of these guys. Living on the streets after being part of the army and had to do stuff that he didn't agree with. But yeah, and he was never debriefed on that. Number 25, chronic unemployment. If no one are willing to hire you, how do you rebuild in your life? Being LGBTQ plus, being rejected from family because of who they are. 27, carrying responsibilities when they lose their home because they stayed to care for someone else, legal issues, small fines, courts, warrants, and they can snowball into homelessness. And then poor urban planning. Some cities simply don't have enough emergency shelters, beds, or second chances. So there you have it, 29 different roads you can lead that can lead to a rough sleeping life. Now, I ask again, do you really know why that man is sleeping under that bridge? Maybe he lost his wife, maybe he's carrying grief too heavy for one heart, maybe fought for his country and lost his mind to the memories. Maybe he's trying to climb back, but the world keeps kicking him down. And the second question, are all rough sleepers dangerous and thieves? The honest answer is no. Many are kind, many are scared, many just want to be seen as human again. Some do steal, that's right, yes, but usually out of desperation, not cruelty. Most just want to have safety, dignity, and a second chance. They are not another species. They are like us. And if life have been just a few wrong turns, harsher for them. So maybe, and just maybe, when we start to understand the why, our hearts will find the how to build roofs and bridges and hope again. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for more real conversations. Stay compassionate, stay human. See you next time.